Welcome back to my Return to Elden Ring series. This is part 3 of this series. What I'm going to do is I'm just quickly going to pop onto my YouTube and set the thumbnail for part 2. So in part 3, also, if you're new to this series, I'm doing it all live. I'm not having any major um, difficult points yet in which I'm continuously dying. If it comes to that, I may do certain parts of it offline and then edit it. But for now, I'm not having major difficulty with it. And I also need to log on to my YouTube and make a playlist for my Last of Us and Elden Ring series. So what I'm going to do in this series, it should be another 40 to 50 minutes. I'm trying to keep these under the hour. Let's see if I can level up. Okay, I'm just short. So what I'm actually going to do is just consume a few runes. But in this episode, we're going to go through Stormveil Castle, and at the end, hopefully fight Morgott. Hopefully we can get to that point. Does that push me to where I need to be in order to level up? Yes, it does. So we're going to put that into Arcane, because I don't want to die with all those runes on me. Um, yes, so we came from this direction. Now we want to go to this direction. Upon going out here on the left, you'll see that the Erd tree is kind of over this area. Over here on the left, these birds will begin attacking you. Now, as I mentioned in the last part of this series, these birds, if you're using a shield, they can be parried. They will pick up and throw that shit at you, so try and fight them separately. God damn it. These are very annoying. In your first playthrough, these birds are a pain in the ass. I believe there's three. I believe there's that one we just killed, and then this one that we're looking at, and then I think there's another one at the end. So usually I aggro them. I didn't want to aggro both at the same time, but look, we're here now. That's that one dealt with. They're also quite hard to hit, but I try and not lock onto them, because if you do lock onto them, you'll notice that your camera will follow the bird, and you'll end up just doing this, and it'll be even more difficult to hit it. So don't do that. This is Stormveil Castle. The area which we're concerned with heading to is, first of all, down off these ramparts, down to this area, through here, and then up to the main gate, which we can fight Morgott. Once we have the Once we're in this area, we can actually proceed opening the main gate. We can actually head in this direction as well and activate this Divine Tower of Limgrave. I'll do that after the fact, and we can also open the main gate. I'll do that after I fight Morgott, and I'll explain that after the fact. So I'll explain why I haven't gone here first. If I go here first, it won't make any sense. It'll actually be a waste of time. I believe, I said it in the last part, I believe you can go out there, but I can't remember how to get there. So I'll look that up in a different part, because I'm curious to go out there, because in my first playthrough of this game, I didn't necessarily bum rush this game and go through it at like an incredible speed, but it was Elden Ring was my first Souls game. I'd never played Souls games before, and one of my friends was like, "Man, this game just got announced. You gotta go watch a trailer for it. It's a Souls game." And I was like, "Okay." Watched the trailer. I was like, "Oh." I wasn't too big into Souls games at the time, so I wasn't majorly hyped for it or anything like that. But then the game was out for pre-order, and he's like, "Oh, you gotta get this game. It's gonna be amazing." I was like, "Okay, I'll give it a shot." Oh my god, I loved this game. I said it in other parts of this game. Elden Ring was my first Souls game. From Elden Ring, I played Bloodborne. From that, then I played Sekiro and the Dark Souls series, and I loved every minute of it. For me, if I was to rank these games in order of preference, Elden Ring for me would be number one. Two would be Bloodborne, three would be Dark Souls 3, and then Sekiro. I rate Sekiro personally so low because I found that game so fucking hard. That's why I rate that game so low. So you can actually go on these rooftops and have a browse around here. Now, down below here, there is enemies. And as I mentioned in previous parts, when enemies are bunched up together, it's hard in any Souls game to fight multiple enemies at one time. You can see there's also a fog wall down there. In my opinion, do not take this ladder because you'll just get chopped in the back by those enemies down below. You can actually drop down here instead, and you shouldn't receive any fall damage. In this church area, I believe there is an NPC. So what's new is it's popping up there on the left hand side. See, when I walk into this room, there's a gold symbol that appears. I believe that is to suggest that this NPC can be sent to the Table of Lost Grace. Is that what they renamed this to? It used to be called the Round Table Hole down in the bottom left-hand corner.
Ah, nice to meet you.
I believe this is actually Sorcerer Roger. Yeah.
Roger is the name. A sorcerer, as you might have guessed. I'm looking for a little something here in the castle. When I'm not hot-footing it from the truth. But enough about me. This place is not exactly a place. I see. Here to challenge Godrick and lay your hands upon a great rune, are you? You can see it then. Well, I'm tarnished, but unlike you still, I'm privy to a... Would you care to learn one? As a fellow
This is Sorcerer Roger. This is the individual which you can summon to help you fight Morgoth. And I believe I was calling, or Margit, not Morgoth. Morgoth is a completely different boss. We're here to fight Godrick. I keep getting them all mixed up. And I said that multiple times in this part and the previous part. We're not here to fight Morgoth, we're fighting Godrick. So, Sorcerer Roger can give you Ash of War, Glintstone Pebble, Ash of War of Carrying Greatsword, and a Spinning Weapon. In my opinion, I'm not going to go for any of these. If you like the sound of any of these or you play in this fashion, then go for it. Other than that, I won't be fighting these. Or not fighting these, buying these. So that must be a new thing. As you can see, that golden symbol on the left hand side of the screen must indicate something. I didn't notice that upon my first playthrough. Maybe it was there, I can't remember. It's quite dark. Maybe they updated the graphics of the shadows in this game, I can't recall. Now there's two enemies at one time. It's going to be hard to defeat one without the other. Get rid of you first, and then stomp you. Because this dude nearly sent me off the edge of Stormveil Castle the last time. Oh my god. Ooh. Man, that's the second time one of these Crucible Knights has nearly killed me. I need to be more aware. So there's two alternative methods in going down here. You can go down that ladder and then go in there, or you can drop down from there and then come out here. I think it's easier to drop down and come out, because otherwise you're trying to time your descent down the ladder so that you don't get bum rushed coming down the ladder by these two individuals. Now, coming down here, this area has one of these, I think they're called Scion spiders or something like that. The very, very first boss that you fight in this game, which is located out here actually. That is the area that I was looking at earlier. This is where you start the game. I'm so stupid. This is where you start the game, and that's where we fought that kind of Scion spider, I think is what it's called. But you can see it as another version of him moving down here. So there's enemies lurking in here in the darkness. And if you're ever unsure if an enemy is actually dead or not, if you press R3 or the right stick in and you're able to lock onto the enemy, that means it's live. Okay, so let's progress down here, because I don't want to drop down there straight away, because that Scion spider, I'm not even sure if I'm calling it the right name. Let's just see here now. If I go into weapons, it may tell me what that one was. Axe of Godrick. Golden Beast. I'm not sure what they're called. Um, if you know what those things are called, drop it down in the comments below. Here's a giant hanging by his ankles. We actually do want to go down there. So I'll do that in just a moment. Because there is one of these dudes in here and he saw me. Frick, man. Shit. And those things are so strong. Either that or I'm just being impatient with them, to be honest. Now, I believe we can get to this area by other means. I'm not going to drop down there just yet because I want to see where this room leads us to. Mimic's veil. Or veil, sorry. Veal. Veal is like meat. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go back this direction. Was that a dog chasing me? Oh, no, it was just a different person. Get ring dingered. Does not open from this side. Okay. Exile armor. Now I could be using a torch to make those areas slightly brighter, but it's a mix of I can't be bothered plus I want to make this game a bit more spooky. Cool. I believe this item is important. I can't remember what it is. Ah, it's the Chrysalis Memento. Perfect. We need to give that to Roderica back at this site of grace. Back over here. And once we give that to her, I believe she goes to the Table of Lost Grace and there turns into a spirit tuning vendor, which we can use to upgrade ashes. Okay, you see me now? But you can't come through this door. Am I able to cheese you slightly? No, you won't engage me if I go out there. Okay, I can't hit him from that distance. So I want to be very cautious of this because there's no site of Lost Grace around here. And this one is slightly different to the last guy with the attacks that he has. He's a bit more nimble because he has that thing. So I want to keep my distance. Yeah, I just wanted to keep my distance from him because I remember the first time I played this game, that mini boss gave me some hardship. Staunching boluses, I think, alleviates blood loss. What are the ones that help it rot? I don't think I have any. But yeah, that's why I kind of just spammed my frost stomp with him, because there is no Lost Grace site near here. I think the next one is actually through this room, if memory serves me correct. No, there isn't. Let's have a look in here. I swear you used to be able to have a lantern or something, and it would just illuminate for you. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's time I start using the torch. I know Kale at the Church of Ella at the very start of the game sells a lantern. Ooh, it's getting stormy here. Stormy weather. Now, I can't remember what happens if I hop down here or where this leads to. Ah, yes, okay. Yeah, perfect. I swear there. This is where we just came from. But I swear there used to be a site of Lost Grace just here. Swear they must have got rid of it. Um, this area is a pain in the ass because there's so many of these dudes, and I've actually never gone through this area at nighttime. So what I am going to do for now is just run away and not fight them, or try not fight them. Actually, know what? I will fight them. Nah, you don't need to call reinforcements. It's okay. Because these dudes on the flame turrets, they're a pain in the ass. So try break them, because I believe if you break them, they can't be used again. Okay, I see how it is. See what I mean about fighting enemies in Souls games? Magic grease, so there's lots of collectibles here. It's hard to spot some of these enemies in the dark. That's cool. There's one back there. I'll just break these for now. Where is this enemy? I could hear someone shooting at me. Okay, so we kind of are getting to a point now where we need to find a site of Lost Grace and use it. He's back there, but I'm just going to destroy all these turrets. So if I do die, I can come back through this area with less hardship. And that, I think, is the main gate to here. Because if you come through the main gate, you will go head first into this, which is not ideal. Actually, that is a different area. If memory serves me correctly, I'm not going to go down there just yet. I believe that leads to here, because the main gate's actually this way. The main gate is actually completely different way, isn't it? I'm gonna get rid of this dude that's lurking over here. Now, this big fat giant dude will fight us. So I'm gonna use this side of Lost Grace. Oh, actually, do I want to do that? Do I want to do that really? Oi, you ravager! Be very careful here now. Cool. Because if I use that side of Lost Grace, these enemies will respawn. And I believe, if memory serves me correctly, yeah, you can get that ogre dude to smash this. And there's something in it. I don't believe we can smash that ourselves. I can't remember what's in that, so I might spawn and try get him to smash it. Because if it's a gold seed or a sacred tear, I definitely want it. But this is the trade-off with the Sites of Lost Grace. If I use this, everything I just cleared will respawn, but it's actually okay because I'm able to go in the direction I need to go to now, which is up that direction which I'm facing, and I don't have to really go through there again. Now, I can't remember where this leads to and where this leads to. I think I need a key for this. Yeah. If I go down here, if I go off the beaten track just for a minute, or if I go up, sorry, where does this bring me to? I cannot remember. What is this way? Now I remember. This is how you get to Morgoth. Godrick. I keep calling him the wrong name, fam. Ah. I'm just going to rest here. That is a shortcut then from the intended path, because there's a giant right here which you can fight. So if you go that way, if you go from where I just fought the ogre down all the way through this path, you can get to here, or you can go up that lift and through here to Morgoth. Either way, I may have to go back through that direction anyways to get across this giant bridge at the end. Don't worry, you do not have to walk that entire distance. You get teleported. Okay, through this door is Godrick. Godrick is a step up from Margit in terms of the amount of damage that Godrick can release. You'll see what I mean in just a minute. Let's traverse this mist. I'm just going to mute myself to show you how disgusting this guy is.
Mighty dragon, thou art a true-born heir. Lend me thy strength, O kindred. Deliver me unto greater heights. Well.
So, something will happen with this fight now in just a moment. I forgot you can't get too close to him either. Whoa, he didn't do that the first time I fought him. Let's try make him a frosty boy. Okay, if he does that little whip with the wind, stay away. Also, something I need to keep in mind is stop getting greedy with my hits. Jesus, his reach is insane. Oh man, he's beating the shit out of me. Hey, watch him, watch it. Dive. Oh, I mistimed. He is a really, really large reach with his axe. Ah, yes, this is the part that is disgusting. Oh. Man has rabies or something.
Truest of dragons. Lend me thy strength.
This part was in the trailer, I believe. The thing is, though, if Godrick did beat me, was he happy to just walk around the rest of his life with a freaking dragon thing on his head? Oh, run back, run, 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 run. That is why the reach on that is insane. So he's kind of backing me slowly into a corner here, so now I want to start moving elsewhere. Shit. Shit, shit, shit. Run, 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 run. Get up, get up. Get up, you... This is what I mean now. Godrick is a step up. Jeez, man. Freaking hell. Like, come on now. How are you supposed to get close to him if you're a low level player? Like, how did I fight this guy the first time? Ah, that didn't work either. Break. It's not good, guys. That is not good. Time to cheese him, I suppose. Don't know how I just dodged that. Fuck. He might kill me. Man, this guy is so much more difficult on New Game Plus. Nah, he's doing the whippy thing. Shit. Man, that was close. He's really strong on New Game Plus. And I'm rusty with Souls games too, guys, so I got hit a lot there. So we got our first great rune of the game, and we also got the Remembrance of the Grafted. Now, these remembrances can be traded in at the Lost Table of Grace. Am I calling it the right thing? I'm so used to calling it the Round Table Hold. Table of Lost Grace. I'm going to just continue to call it the Round Table Hold. That's what I'm used to calling it. In your inventory, you'll have remembrances. These can be duplicated in certain circumstances. These can be duplicated. I know there's one area that has one of these that is over here. There's towers that walk around on legs, and if you go inside, I believe you can duplicate them. So let's rest at Godrick's site of Lost Grace. So we got a lot of runes for fighting him, actually. Now, if you proceed through here, you will then be heading towards the Liurnia of the Lakes section. Now, I don't particularly want to do that. What I want to do is show you guys how to activate this great rune. So if we zoom out, now I have access to the full map because this is Journey 2 for me. When you are playing your game, the map will be grayed out unless you pick up map fragments, which will be located in certain sections of the game. There will be portions of your map that are very dark, and if you zoom in, there'll be portions then that has one area that's kind of glowing. If you go to that glowing area, you will find the map fragment pretty easily. Do I have an example of that? No, I don't. I don't think so. Let me just see. No, I don't. I don't. But it'll be very apparent where you can pick up the map fragment. So the plan for this part is, now that we have Godrick dead, is we're going to access this Divine Tower. This is the Divine Tower of Limgrave. There's multiple Divine Towers in Elden Ring. There's this one here, the Divine Tower of Caelid. This is the Isolated Divine Tower, I believe it's called. Yep, that is... I'm not sure who owns that one. That could be Melena's? I can't remember off the top of my head. Anywho, there's that tower. There's one here. The Divine Tower of Liurnia, which is very interesting in the way you access it because it's very convoluted. um, I believe that's connected to Ranni's questline, and I don't think that you get a Great Rune activated through there. I think that activates something else. But there's also one here, the Divine Tower of West Altus and the Divine Tower of East Altus. Now, that is it, I believe. This is Halig Tree up here. It's a very interesting area. Big pain in the ass. What's also interesting about Elden Ring is, see all these clouds? And this cloud in particular, this cloud over here. All these clouds, I believe these areas are, I believe these clouds are covering areas. As you see these ships, they're sailing towards something. And there's bits of rock here. So I believe this is future DLC, because as you can see with the map, particularly the top left of the area, and as you can see over here in these clouds, you have the crumbling Farah Mazula, which is a very, very late game area. Do not go here unless you're level 100 or above. You won't be able to access it unless you're very late in the game anyways. But see, this is kind of hidden by clouds. I think up the top left of the map here, there's going to be a secret area in the single player DLC. Now, enough rambling. Let's head back on ourselves. So we want to go here. Want to go there. Just going to kill this giant. Oh, I thought he was dead. Okay, now he's dead. With giants trying to attack their legs, one of the bosses that I had the most difficulty with playing this game the first time around was Fire Giant. I just could not defeat him properly. I had a tutorial on my channel on how to cheese that boss by getting him to jump off the edge of a cliff and die. I had to resort to cheesing him. I don't know what it was with my build. Now we have a golden seed, we can actually get an extra flask, which is very important. So it's very important that you do come through this area. So if you follow my guide and you took that little shortcut that basically cuts out this little curved area here, that takes you from here directly to here, come back on yourself. It's very important that you do that, because otherwise you'll miss out on that golden seed. Now we have another bird here. And that one is even more annoying because it can breathe fire, and it also has a friend that does the same thing. There we go. Just spam my shots at that. Also just... Ah, shit! I also just consumed the wrong flask like twice. Anywho, we can actually go up this way. Oh, I'm not sure where this leads to. I can't remember. So I'll have a quick sniff around here. smithing stone, so that's great. We can just jump off here. Probably lose a bit of health from that. Now, I want to wake this ogre up again. I'll get rid of his buddy first. I want him to hit this. Because I can't remember what's in that. Come on, man. Why won't you... Bro, you're supposed to smash this. Come on, smash it. You know you wanna. Why you know... Why you no smash? Why... Maybe I'm thinking of a different thing. Can I just throw a firebomb at it, I wonder? Do I have anything to just throw at it, like bomb-wise? Firebomb or anything? Nothing. Interesting. I swear he just cracks it open. Or he's supposed to do that. Oh, what was that? Explosive clump. Explodes when thrown together. Man, I can't remember how to crack that open. I swear it's the ogre though. I think we've painting in here so we can access. Prophecy painting. Now, I don't know what the paintings do, but there's various paintings around the map, and I'm not sure what happens if you collect them all. You might get a secret item or something like that, but off the top of my head I cannot remember. So we want to go down here, and we want to ignore this sea of pain. Just run past them all and they'll all just de-aggro. It's okay. Okay, and then combat. LOL. Is this the way I need to go? I believe that it is. Oh, you bugger, I forgot you existed. Okay then. Run, run, run. Run, 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 run. Get wrecked. Yeah, this is the area that we need to go to. Now, from what I can remember, on the left here there is a giant wolf that jumps out. So I might just try and aggro these guys. Because I don't want to progress too far without killing too little of these. So I don't want to get ambushed. I can see it over there. Oh, it's one of the wolves with the giant blade claws. They are a pain in the ass. What I might do for this wolf is actually just summon. Because I can remember this wolf gave me a lot of trouble in Journey 1. It hasn't aggroed yet. Even my mimic is just out here stomping, man. So let's aggro it. There he is. Oh, he's glitched. He's like a baby Malekith the Blackblade. Ah, you bugger. Okay, my Mimic Tear is off doing nothing. Oh, he killed me. See, that's why I wanted to do that. You died. Lol. Thanks, Mimic Tear, for doing absolutely nothing. Those beasts, though, are very aggro-y. So that was our first death of the series. Wrong way. Let's just go straight back to where we were there. Going to take the shortcut direction back there. There's no need for us to go down there anymore. What I will do is allocate an extra flask now. So this game has been updated since I played the main story. This did not used to give you a little kind of golden dot to show you that, okay, you can actually upgrade stuff, which is good. So now we can add charges to the flask. We can a lot, 10 and 4, that's fine. So now we've got 10 heals and 4 FBs, which is fine. I don't think there's anything else through here except the shortcut. Oh, the pots! The pot babies, I remember. They're actually hostile, and so is this giant pot. You can get cracked pots, which I believe are crafting items. If you craft a cracked pot with like a fire bolus or something like that, I think you can make fire bombs. But I forgot about the little pot farms. There's a funny interaction with one of those pots who's an NPC who will help us with our fight against Shard Bearer Radahn. Radahn, I will probably head towards Caelid after I complete the Weeping Peninsula, which is where I'm trying to go to now. The game has other ideas. Oh, can't go through there at all. Oh my god, you absolute dunce. Okay, the game's officially getting on my nerves a bit now. I'm just trying to go to the Divine Tower. Nice, that's 2 of them taken care of. Some cookeries. And now I need to go all the way through here. Man, I swear that this crossbow dude didn't used to be that bad. Oh, this one behind me. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Freaking hell. Oh my lord. Okay, let's try and clump these guys up. Nice, that's you taken care of. Man, why are these archers like... Whoa! The amount of them. Okay, and there's another one down here. That's the main gate. So now I want to summon you. In hopes that when I aggro this time, the Mimic actually does something. Oh, that's why he was doing nothing. He was too busy frickin' seppukuing himself. This beast, though, is just a pain in the ass. Oh, bugger. They're rather weak, it's just they're really quick and a pain in the ass. I do Somber Smith and Stone, Beast Blood, and an Old Fang. So what I'll do here real quick is I will go to the main gate, open the main gate, and pick up all the treasures that were there. Where's that shooting me from? Oh, it's from right above me. Oh, up there. Okay. So, sprint up through here. Heal, 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 heal. I didn't realize there was these many ballistas, man. Need to get rid of them first before we do anything else. Okay, that ballista is now broken, which is brilliant. Go up here. Jesus, there's so many. I forgot there was this many of these. How did he... Did my mimic go up there? How did my mimic get up there? Well, that makes no sense. What the frick? That's busted. This part now is coming up on the hour as well, guys. So what I'll do real quick, just drop down here, heal up. I believe that's all the enemies in this area. Now, from memory, I don't think anything bad happens if you open the gate. There's also Side of Last Grace there. I don't want to touch that just yet in terms of resting at it, because I don't want to have to fight all those enemies that I just killed, because I will have to slightly go back on myself. Yeah, this definitely opens the main gate. Push lever. That probably opens the main portcullis. It does. So now we have a shortcut in and out of here. We don't have to go through the safe area anymore, or quote safe area. Ballista Bolt, Golden Rune, and Golden Rune. I believe the NPC that opened, or not opened, but told us about the quieter entrance is a liar. But you could have came through here, but if you did, you would immediately have been pinged by multiple ballistas, so it's not ideal. There's our runes for when we died the first time. We're not doing too bad though. Out here, I believe, and there's my marker, so if I pass through that, it should go away. Yep. So through here is the way to the Divine Tower, and this is how you access great runes and things like that. There's also one of these, which is fantastic. I'm going to rest at this one, because if I do die going across here, at least I can return to that. Now, I can't remember if this is the one with the giants, or... Yeah, okay. So, you'll see what I mean now. The Bolt Drake Talisman, that allows you to take more electricity damage, I believe. I think I have a +2 of that. Bolt Drake +1. Yeah, lightning damage negotiation. So these stone dudes that are on the ground are protectors of this Divine Tower. So what you want to do here is run, because they'll wake up. See, he's already getting up now. So basically you just want to keep sprinting, sprinting, sprinting until you reach the teleporter. Okay, I tried. But these dudes are strong and they're big. Oh shit. This guy has one of these giant arrows. And he's gonna do that. Don't do it, 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 don't do it. And basically just run, 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 run till you reach this teleporter. Do you want to use the teleporter? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Yes. Use it, use it, use it. There you go. Perfect. Do not fight those. You'll be all day fighting them, and you'll be all day dying to them too. So this teleports you to the end of this bridge. So we are now here, because this bridge is broken and defended. So you want to go through this Divine Tower. When you reach one of these divine towers, it's very much an interesting experience in terms of the landscape in which it's on. It's so cool. Like, the big entrance. This is going to be the thumbnail for the video. Because this is part 3. And you can use this lift. There's nothing else in here really, but you'll see what I mean once we get to the top. Great runes are very important in this game. They'll definitely help you on your journey. So it is worth your time doing the side activities in this game. If you just try and go from main boss to main boss to main boss, you may be able to do that if you're good at the game, or if you have a good build or an OP build, or you're following kind of the current meta of the game. But it is worth your time to do the side activities in this game, because if you try and rush a Souls game, it will punish you, is my experience from the past. These divine towers are really cool, because the view that you get from this is amazing. And we have the Sites of Grace now. So that is a view of... maybe that's the PvP arena. I'm not sure. But this is a view of Caelid, the Caelid kind of loop area. So let's go up to the top and we can activate this great rune. And you guys will see a paused video. When I go through my trophy list for Elden Ring, there is a trophy for defeating Godrick. And I believe there is a trophy for activating a great rune as well. Let me just see here now. Yes, there is a trophy called Great Rune, and it is descriptive. It's described, sorry, as restore the power of a great rune. So once you've unlocked a great rune, it's not enough. You have to activate it. So this area here, are they crows? Or are they just spiky stones? Oh, they're crows. I never noticed that. Or ravens of some sort. These are fingers. Now, I'm not sure in the lore whose hand this is. I'll go up to it and interact with this. So now we have Godrick's great rune restored. Now, if we go back to... where I want to go back to for now is the Church of Ella. And I want to go back all the way to the Church of Ella because I want to head south. So part 4 we'll be heading south towards the Weeping Peninsula. Down in the Weeping Peninsula there's various locations such as Orderi's Rise. There is the Kalu Baptismal Church. There's different villages. There's also these minor Erdtrees, different catacombs, the Weeping Everjail, and there's also an area here. I can't remember what those bell towers are called, but they're towers that move. You have to you have to whack the barnacles off their feet, and when they collapse, you can enter them. So I'll show you what to do with those. There's also a boss down in Castle Morn called Leonine Mesbegotten. I can't speak. You fight him all the way out here. Tried to say fighting out, and I said fout. You try and fight him all the way out here on this peninsula. So hopefully we'll get all that done in the next part as well. But yeah, for now I want to go back to the Church of Ella real quick and just see if I can purchase a lantern, and then I'll show you guys how to... what was that NPC's name? Ah, there she is. I didn't think this would proc for me because I was on New Game Plus, but this is what I was on about in the earlier part. Speak to Rani. She'll tell you her name's Rena, but her name's Rani. So tell her you can call the Spectral Steed. I'm going to skip all this for now. She will give you the Lone Wolf Ashes, which is fantastic. And she'll give you the Summoning Bell. Now, there she goes. She will not give me the Summoning Bell because I have it already. You will not have it, so do that. Now, I just want to see, does Kale have a lantern? Hmm, maybe not. Telescope. I'll buy that just in case I want to zoom in on anything.
Goodbye. Nice to do business.
I swear you were able to equip a lantern that just kept you lit. In dark areas, it would just turn on itself. Maybe not. Maybe I am thinking of something else. Memory of Grace. Lose all runes and return to the last. Oh, I never ever used that actually before. Maybe I've gone past it like multiple times. Lightning Grease. Yeah, we do not have a lantern, so that's okay. So in order to activate a Great Rune, you need to rest to do that. And now we'll have a section here called Great Runes. So for now, we only have one. And Godrick's Great Rune is very good because that raises all attributes. Now that we have that equipped, you can see up the top left, it's dim. In order for us to activate it, you need to consume a rune arc. Now that is no longer dim and it's bright, and you can see every attribute that I have has been greatly raised. So let's just go into status. I don't believe it is actually. The listed stats that are in here are now the attribute points that you have due to the Great Rune being activated. So the thing with Great Runes is, if you die, the Great Rune is deactivated and you will need to consume another rune arc. That can get very expensive.
Well, you're back.
I think Kale has some... No, never mind.
Goodbye.
So what I'm going to do here real quick is one more thing, and that's talking to Roderica, or Roderica, whatever you want to call her. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name specifically. She should still be here, and she is. So when we were in Stormveil Castle, the giant that was hanging by its ankles that was dead surrounded by the dogs, we picked up an item. Let me see if I can find that item for you. This item, the Chrysalid's Memento. It's a brooch wrapped in red velvet. This is for her.
A pleasure to did you give that I love them. What's this? A keepsake. I can't. They all thought I think
To keep talking to her and just exhaust her dialogue.
I think I'll head to the round table hold. Perhaps I'll find my
So you can talk to her until you've exhausted her dialogue. I'm just going to do that once more. Good. So she's going to head to the round table hold. So what we're going to do now is rest and pass the time until morning. Resting might be enough to trigger her to move, but she should be gone now. She should not be here anymore. Yeah, she is gone. So that's perfect. She's left some flowers behind. She is gone. So NPCs in this game move. In order for you to access spirit tuning, you need to go back to the round table hold, and she will be here. Here she is.
greetings. My name is Roderica.
Roderica.
What isn't this the round table hold? I never knew the god, although I'm still looking for.
So she's still looking for her own purpose. So now there's an interaction between her and the blacksmith and you in order to get her to move.
Now, those eyes of a chat fine and well.
Let's go, Roderica.
She has a gift. I saw another one.
So she is a gift for spirit tuning.
Nothing special. I'm trapped. That's all there is to it. No, well, no grudge my being a besides, despite my diff sides, it helps.
So I'm skipping all this, guys. If it's annoying, let me know. I can play dialogue, but I have heard it all before. So go back once you've exhausted the blacksmith's dialogue and speak to Roderica again.
And please allow me for giving me. It was as if you have my.
She gave us a golden seed. Nice.
It's all of it. I'm still looking. You're telling me I don't believe. If I do have this, I suppose I should try. I'll ask Master Hugh to teach me. Certainly, I know he's. I can tell. If I suppose I should. I'll ask.
Perfect. So let's just go back here. See if I need to interact with him again. Or Roderica.
Are you out of food? Stay with absurd. I refuse to. I don't doubt.
That's fine. So just exhaust their dialogue between each other about each other, basically.
If I do, I suppose I should. I'll ask Master.
Perfect. So her dialogue is exhausted, and so is the blacksmith's. What I'm going to do here is, I believe this door is now open. This door opens once you kill your first boss. That gives you a remembrance. And these are the two fingers. They move. I don't know whose fingers they are. They might be Mikola's. I need to look that up. This individual is very interesting.
Are you? You've done well. I interpret. Let's then.
Great anchor of all land until it was tragic across the foul. But the great.
So she will give you some background about who she is, the Elden Lord and the Golden Order. She's a vendor.
Oh, shoot. They is and should I will. The finger.
So she'll tell you more about great runes, or you can receive power from remembrance. Now, see the way this is a token, so remembrance of the grafted. You can trade that in for either Godrick's great axe or the dragon that was on his hand. I believe I have one of them already, but I'm not going to do anything with that because I'm going to show you how to duplicate it. If you can duplicate it, you can get both. Or what you can do is you can pick one in your Journey 1 and pick the other in Journey 2. Because, let me just check proof of that. If I go into my equipment and I check this here, I should have Godrick's great axe already. I remember seeing it somewhere that I had it. There it is. So I have this already. So this is the axe of Godrick. I don't particularly use it. I'm not sure if it's good. I don't think it has any special effects, but you can probably put one on it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rest and pass time, and then I'll show you what Roderica does. Chair always breaks, it's so funny. So we'll pass time until the morning time. And as you can see, Roderica is not where she was. Now she is in here. So this NPC has moved twice already, so this is how complicated this game can get. Now she is here. She will not move from here.
Good to see you again. I have you to thank, don't I? I can happily and I'm as yet, but...
Now she's a vendor who does your spirit tuning. Roderica the Spirit Tuner is an incredibly important NPC on your journey because this is how you upgrade your Ashen summons. This is how I got my Mimic tier to +10. I'm not sure since the last time I played this game, like what Ashen remains or Ashen summons, sorry, are the best. But I'll just show you here. The required items to push Lone Wolf Ashes from +5 to +6 is Grave Glovewort level 6. And that's how you upgrade them. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to pop through over here and I'm just going to rest again. Now, you can change your summons at any time by this. You can just pop over to your pouch and you can change it. I'm going to keep the Mimic tier on because it's +10. It's another version of me. That chair is broken, so I can't actually sit on it. I can't sit at any other chair except that chair, which is fantastic. But what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to leave that part here, and I'm going to save the game. Because I think I turned off autosave the last time I played this game. So I definitely don't want to lose the progress that I've just made. Cool. So we're 77 hours into this game. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do with this part now, guys. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to take a break. And what we're going to do in the next part of the series is, just as a reminder to myself as well, is go through the southern Weeping Peninsula of the game. I'm going to show you how to get the Bloodhound's Fang, which is a very good strength-based weapon that has blood loss build up on it as well. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Catch you in the next one.